I'm Akshat Malhotra. Welcome to the course on the fundamentals of personal finance. Well, if you've been watching all of these videos, by now you're all set with your savings, investments, the right money mindset, budgeting, financial planning, and even taxes. And now it's time to deep dive into mutual funds. Well, have fun watching these videos and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Hello again and welcome back. How's it going so far? Are you learning well? Is this course been beneficial to you so far? Have you done all the activities that you were supposed to do? Well, I hope the answers to all these questions are yes. And let's further go to module 6 and do a deep dive into mutual funds. Something that we're all very excited and usually very eager to learn about. What are these mutual funds? होते क्या हैं? How do we go about making our first investment? Should we actually trust mutual funds? What if we lose our money? Should we go the SIP route? Should we go the lump sum route? And then how do I go about choosing the right mutual fund? Tons of schemes out there. Which one is going to be the beneficial for me? All these questions I'll try getting answers to in this module. So let's begin with understanding the basics. What mutual fund is? What is a mutual fund? And whenever you ask someone what really is a mutual fund, the first thing that comes to your mind is mutual funds are subject to market risk, read all the documents carefully, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even able to say that line fully. But that's what it is. I mean, everywhere you go, this disclaimer is out there. Well, yes, this disclaimer is very important because the authorities want you to be aware. They don't want you to blindly trust mutual fund schemes and put in all of your money and think that you're going to go super rich. Well, there could be a downside as well. You could also lose your money, and that's why this disclaimer is put out there. Now let's understand mutual funds with the help of an example. Suppose you need to travel from Delhi to Mumbai. Now one of the ways is you decide to travel all by yourself, which means you decide to drive down. Or the other way is you take a public transport. It could be using a train, a bus, or a flight. Now, in the first case where you decide to drive down on your own, you have to make sure that you know the way. You have to make sure your car is in good shape. You have to make sure that you decide all the stops where you're going to take, all the places where you might have to spend an overnight because it's a long journey. Plus, the tires should be in good shape. You should have all documents of your car, the pollution check, and then so on and so forth. All the nitty-gritties about the journey, those need to be taken care all by you, right? We are going to be responsible to make sure that we reach safely from point A to point B. In the other way, where we are choosing a public transport, the second option, we basically don't have to go into all the nitty-gritties. We just simply go buy a ticket of that particular flight or the bus. And the bus driver or the pilot is the person who's responsible for taking us from point A to point B, for taking us from Delhi to Mumbai. In that case, since they are the experts, they know what all details need to be taken care of. And then usually we've seen, since they know everything, the time is what we save. It might take me an extra time to drive down, but using a flight, I would reach definitely very soon. And in fact, even using, let's say, a bus, since the driver knows everything and is planned well, I might save some time reaching from point A to point B. Clear? The second option is exactly how a mutual fund works. As we know, there is a person or a company who's responsible for taking us from point A to point B. Similarly, in this case of a mutual fund, there is a mutual fund company and the fund manager that is responsible to make sure that all our money is safely invested into schemes, into asset classes that could generate the right returns for us. That's it. A mutual fund scheme is a scheme in which hundreds and thousands of people come together, deposit their money, and that money is given to the particular fund manager and the mutual fund company, who are the sole people responsible behind parking all of that money into various asset classes. That's it. That's as easy as what a mutual fund is. In the next chapter, we're going to study more about the key terms that are associated whenever we talk about mutual funds. If you have any questions, please add them in the comments below and I will make sure we answer them. Do like, share, and subscribe to this channel.